I'm trying to figure out how to work this stuff. Ooh, I don't know how to do this. Hey, Gravity. I'm trying to figure out how to work this stuff. Try to put my camera where my other camera at. Nah, this stuff ain't easy trying to set up and go live and stuff. Ooh, how y'all doing today? Thank you. My God, you're so beautiful. Thank you. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. It's getting better with time. I got a better setup. Literally. I ain't sleeping on the side of the bed no more. Okay, so if I move this way, up closer. It's Friday, you know. Get ready to enjoy my Freedom Day. Yes, there are. All women are beautiful. All women. I post on my page, I post women all day. I post different types of women all day. I'm obsessed with women like men are. But in a positive way. Because I'm glad you brought up the topic. You know, I tend to notice that women are considered tools, and I hate that for us because, and I know I'm not making up stuff. This is a fact. How many times do you see men break up with a woman, and the next day they say, "I gotta find me a new woman." Like it's a tool they just lost when they was outside or something. I gotta replace this. They need some legs and some titties and a butt next to them. It's not, oh, I need to find the love of my life. It's not, you know, I need to take a break because the one for me is just, I need to replace. Not all men. Let me get this correct. Because since I'm on YouTube, sometimes I address the men in my community as if they are the majority. Am I camera out of focus? And they not. They're not. They're not the majority. But the treatment of men is the same. The way they treat us is the same. They may be different levels, but it's the same. It's like a component to a car or something. It's never, I'm off hurt. And when women break up, they usually address it like they lost a part of them, and it's not easy to replace. You know, this women like, well, I'm not gonna fall in love again. When a woman usually first break up with somebody, they don't consider the new guy at all. At all. He's not considered at all. We honestly don't even believe in our mind that we'll find somebody that will match the last person that we were just with. We are absolutely like struck on, I'm not gonna find this anymore, you know. So we be more so as looking at the personality qualities, the type of person they are, and who they are all together, the whole package. We know that we won't have this person again, so it hurts us to lose that package, you know, versus men. A lot of times when you see them break up with somebody, it's more so if they can replace the body. If they can replace just the woman right now, it'll be fine. But usually, you know, they like to think, they make stuff harder. Because usually they replace her with somebody else, and then they still miss the last person because they realize the qualities that last person had, the new person doesn't have. So then they realize, okay, it's deeper than just replacing the body. Yet people congratulate them and nobody has anything. I don't have any. I'm not saying I have anything against men. I love men. I just don't like the way they treat women. I don't like that. I think it's weird. Men just don't hold themselves. They don't look, you know, they just, it's like a woman she's not a partner, she's a tool. She's a tool. She's something to acquire. And it's really sad. So yes, every woman is beautiful. Let me ask you this question. Let me know when you're ready. Margaret, I can't. And it's the sad reality. I never really thought about it like that. I never really considered, you know, all of this at all. I was actually, you know, just living life like everybody else and kind of dealing with just the way the world look at women and just accepting the roles that are thrown on women. You got to think when you're a woman, and this is for men too. We are thrown into roles way before we even like. This is not something that we want to do. This is something that we kind of like. We gotta do. Like, for instance, if somebody came into a house and like was trying to harm the people, no matter the age of the guy, unless he's a kid, if he's over the age of 18. The woman can be 45. He's expected to protect. Am I right or wrong? So that's a role assigned to men. Women are judged by if they are raising a child or if they are catering to a man. And a lot of times, if the woman is not doing either of those things, like if a woman decides, okay, children, I won't have children, you know, I'm just not going to have kids, that alone would make some eyes, raise some eyebrows and some turn some noses up, right? Okay. Now, if she say, I'll take care of a man, but I just don't want kids, then it is fine. You know, so it's okay. It's not what is expected, but we accept that because at least you're still somebody's wife. Now, if that same lady decided, I don't want to have kids, and I don't want to cater to a man for the rest of my life. I want to live freely. I want to do me. I don't want to have the responsibilities of no one but myself. This is what we call leftover hippie women, the undesirables, right? I don't agree with it, but this is how society looks at it. I can even bring up another topic that just shows you and proves how men and how society has placed women, has oppressed women single-handedly, easily oppressed us. And we allow it because we believe in the same idea too. The whole theory of young men dating older women young women dating older men. Like that conversation was brought up on my Facebook page, and the man asked the question. He was like, "Why does society look at these situations as different?" Let me turn this off here. I got some in the background playing. Why do society look at these things as opposite? I gotta get ready to go with it. And I had made a comment. I said, the reason why when a young girl dates an older man, people look at that and turn their nose up is because men are already dominant by nature. Like I just said, the theory of an 18-year-old having to defend a home if there's a threat, even if it's a 40-year-old woman, a woman way older than him, he has to be the one who's being a protector, because obviously, most likely, there's a man trying to intrude. So we expect the man to defend us, right? No matter his age, no matter her age. So we already know that men are aside the dominant role, the protector role. So when you see older men go after younger women, it makes people turn their nose up because you're already dominant. And now you're dating somebody whose mentally frontal lobe hasn't fully developed, which means you will dominate her mentally as well. So that's why people look down on it. My comment was, the reason why people don't look down on women dating younger guys is because men are the dominant force in any relationship. And I'm not talking about personality wise, I'm talking about just gender assign wise, the things he's supposed to do versus the things she's supposed to do. It doesn't hit as hard as when it's a woman that is younger. It doesn't hit like the other. Okay, so we could see a young man dating an older woman and still becoming dominant over her. Automatically, it's automatic. I don't agree with it. I would never date anyone younger than me. I would never date anyone close to my son's age. I got an 18-year-old. They were babies. I talk about people having children after their frontal lobe is developed. So they let you know right now, right there, I would never consider somebody whose frontal lobe isn't developed. And anybody under 30, frontal lobe isn't fully developed. So, especially people from my community, I can't speak for every other community, every other race, but for my race, for where I'm from, we already have trauma in our blood, so we have to heal psychologically before we can have children. And the average human has a frontal lobe that needs to be developed, which does not develop till about the age of 25. And I just personally believe people in my community, their frontal lobe does not develop to about 30, 35, just because they already have the stresses from trauma on top of their, frontal lobe needing to develop. So we got two things against us. So I say people from my community, the people who don't have a rich background or who don't even have education, who were just, used to having babies back to back when they were young, don't have real careers, rely on the system heavily all the time, fight baby daddy, baby mama drama, just the people that from the community I'm from. So they need to take a break and get some mental therapy. Let me see. I don't think I'm getting live feeds. I gotta leave. I got some really important things to do today. I actually just came on here to test to see if my setup was working, and I think it's working a little bit. This conversation about the treatment of women has never really been a topic for me. I never decided to come on here and talk about it because I never saw a problem with the way women were treated, as far as the roles that has been assigned to us. I never had a problem with it since I was a little girl. I guess my first toy probably was a baby doll, and I knew that I wanted to be a mother at a very young age. And I used to think that was something that I wanted to do. And recently, since I had become a Gnostic and I read the lost books, I cured myself from anxiety, and I broke the spell of heaven and hell, sin, and all that stuff. And it literally made me see life for really, really real is, who I really am, what we really are, who God really is, all of that. So at the same time, now I realize that maybe me wanting to have children was not something that I chose. I think that it was something that was systematically taught to me, and it was just something that I understood because it was something that's our culture. It's a culture thing. So when I realized that, I realized a lot of the things in life that I do are not so much. It's just my choices. They are scripts and programs that I see other people do. And nobody's tend to stop and thinking like, well, if these people did this, why are we doing it? Just like even the idea of having children, like the whole family dynamic, like the whole fact that people go to school, graduate, then get married and have children. Like that's everybody's goal? Do you mean to tell me that's everybody's goal? I don't think so. I think that that's implied goals on us. I think that that's systematic control that was forced on us to believe that that's what you're supposed to be doing. Because when you follow those scripts, you got to follow the rest of the scripts, meaning you have to get a job, meaning you have to be focused on that and providing this and that for the family you created. But I say, well, so now you're not ever focused on getting to know self, going within, healing your trauma, becoming a better version of yourself because you steady running on this rat wheel, chasing money, trying to provide for the family created. So I told my children, we are not having grandkids. We're stopping that cycle. I know it sounds crazy, and you know what? If it does sound crazy, it's because it's a script. When you go against a script, it sounds crazy. When you've been programmed to do a certain thing and somebody tell you something different, it sounds crazy. So yes, I told my children, I got 4 children, and I told each one of them, no, don't have kids. And you know, the average person who got kids will say, yes, I want grandkids. But I don't want to feed the system no more. And I want my kids to do what they want to do. I want them to think outside the box. I don't want them to continue the same rat wheel. They are getting off the rat wheel and they got a choice. I could have kids. I could have a family. But also, I can live my life, make my money, focus on my goals, build a future. And then if I decide later I want to bring something in this life, in this world, I can do that. But I don't have to rush off and do that as if that is my goal in life. And that's crazy because that has been everybody's goal in life for like ever. Like ever. And usually people who say, I don't want that, they are usually looked at as bad people. Unfortunately, they are looked at as crazy. Like I probably looked at as crazy at this very moment for saying, I don't want grandkids. That's a script you never heard of. What person says they don't want grandkids who has children? None. But me. I don't want them. I don't want them. I don't want to add to the system, and I know the system is broken. I know that they're assigning gender roles. I don't want to do that to my grandbabies. I would rather not. I would rather me and my family just grow us a estate and grow and, and continue to enjoy life and not add to the system. Because I have to teach it to my kids and then they'll have to teach it to their kids. And, and then we'll all realize that we just going to stop adding to the system, so we might as well start now. We're going to, if we have a child, it's going to be for like a serious intentional reason. It won't be just because our goal is to have babies and pass it. No, we're done with the script. They can hang it up. I don't appreciate the way that women are treated globally. The women who are in Iran, for instance, the lives recently somebody just recently lost her life. I can't remember her name, and it was due to her uprising in wherever they were at. She was protesting, and she's not here no more. So you see, Alice in Wonderland. When I was a little girl, I watched the movie Alice in Wonderland, and it really was strange. It was one of the cartoons that I did not like. I used to let little things in the movie scare me. The movie could be cool, but it could be one little scene that's just a little evil, and I would just be, no, I don't want to watch this. So I think the little cat part, the way the cat was, and I think when the lady was like off with your head and stuff like that, I think that really rubbed me the wrong way, and I never liked the Alice in Wonderland. So, but I also was like confused by the movie and scared at the same time to watch it. So I decided, to go back and watch it. And I watched the original version made in like 1800s. Yeah, 18 something like that, which is crazy because who made a video in 1800 about Alice in Wonderland? But when you watch the movie, it's not just about a girl in the upside down world. It's about a girl in this world, because this world is upside down itself. And then she just decides, I'm not listening to this. I don't got to listen to this. And it's basically Alice waking up. At the end, what she do? She woke up. I'm telling you, I can't make this up. Yeah, I gotta go. I want y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all day. This was not supposed to. I'm actually gonna probably not even show this video. So if you enjoy what I did, say go ahead and subscribe, because this video is probably gonna get taken off just on the strength that it was my testing video. It was not meant for me to be on here doing anything besides testing. And y'all so happen to catch it. I appreciate you being here. I'm trying to make this stuff, more seamless so you can get a better view. I think the camera on my other side, this camera side, is better than the other camera I used to use. So I'm going to try to use this side. I got me an iPad now just for that reason. And if y'all got any topics, please don't be afraid to make a comment in my community post to tell me some stuff to talk about, because I am very versatile. I got other topics I can talk about. It don't matter what it is. My opinions. Oh, and also I want to say something too. I know I'm gonna take this down, but for people who watching, and I know I don't pray on nobody's downfall. And being unalived is such a bad thing. But Jarvis Butts, woo, that's one person I'm happy that's not her. But his story is deeper than what people think, and I do not think that his passing was of his hands. And I don't think it was somebody that he don't know. Shit is stranger than you ever think. That city there is wicked. If you from Detroit, get out of that city, man. If you got kids, get out of that city, man. All right, bye-bye.